Hey guys, this is Gerry O, a point for Kids First. Today we're at the green carpet for the movie $1 Million Arm. It's a great and fantastic and inspirational story about the first Indian professional MLB baseball players. We're going to meet a lot of inspirational people, learn a lot about the movie, just have fun in general. Let's go! Well guys, right now we're with Taima and Will Chang. Taima plays Will Chang in the movie, and Will Chang helped create the real $1 Million Arm contest. How are you guys doing today?
Great, thank you.
Terrific. Seeing you is even better.
Thank you. Seeing you guys is fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Will Chang, what made you create or help create this fantastic contest?
You know, being in sports, I've always thought the professional athletes are supernatural human beings. They have something innate on their DNA, and if I'm right, larger the sample size, the higher the probability of finding that supernatural athlete. So I said, well, okay, let's go somewhere and find that 1 in a billion. Well, there's only 2 countries that have 1 billion people, China and India, and we went to India because we thought India there was going to be more opportunities there, because China has a very organized sports ministry, and by the time these supernatural athletes are 10 years old, they're in sports schools.
That is true. So, Seema, how's it to play somebody that's standing right next to you in a feature film?
You know when you're a kid like you are now, you have a hero, right? You want to who's your hero?
Steven Spielberg.
He's my hero. This
Aww.
guy's amazing. I mean, this idea that he came up with, everybody said, you're out of your mind. But you know what? He's not. He's my hero.
That is so inspirational.
Really.
Thank you very much. Well guys, right now we're at Peter Pash, who plays one of the characters in the movie. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. So, tell us about your character.
I'm playing this character, Amit, who, when the JB was doing the talent hunt in India, he joined JB as an assistant. Later, he joined Rinku, Dinesh and JB in America as a translator, because Rinku and Dinesh couldn't able to, understand or speak English at all. And my character became the first certified baseball coach of India.
That sounds pretty cool.
Thank you.
Do you think there's a moral message to this film?
Oh, it's amazing. It's not just a sports film. The most important point of this film is the film is about human relationship, emotions, human values, and how important our people are, sometimes.
Well guys, right now we're with
Neil Mant.
who is a co-producer of the very great film $1 Million Arm. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Really good. So what were you imagining when you thought to make this into a feature film, this story, this very inspirational story, into a Hollywood movie?
Mm-hmm. Well, I had been working on the movie at the time as an independent documentary, perhaps a TV show, and I thought, hey, maybe this could be something, right? And then we kept shooting and shooting, and suddenly the whole process, it just unraveled in front of me. I could see it. I saw them trying out, I saw them getting signed by the Pirates, and I was like, that's a movie. We had it all on tape. And so then we started putting the whole package together, and here we are today, talking to you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it really was somewhat simple. It's like we got it packaged up pretty quickly, but then 6 years later, the movie gets made. So it took a long time to get here.
Well, you can always run into something in Hollywood.
It's true. It's true.
What do you think was the main surprising, challenge you reached, if you reached any?
Well, for me, the challenge was getting somebody to bite. Now, my business is mostly TV, so to get a movie made was like for you, if you're going to make a movie. So I was shooting this independently, and I said, you know what, I need to create the right partnership here, because no one's going to buy it from me. Is someone going to buy it from you? No, hard, right? So I made a list of the top sports movie producers, and there was a guy named Mark Chardy on the list, and he's here. He's coming down the line here. And so I went to Mark, and I said, Mark, here's all the video footage I shot on these guys. Here's the story. You're the producer of movies. I'm the producer of TV. Let's walk in together and sell it. And he said, okay. And so Mark did most of the work.
Sounds pretty cool.
I'm Neil Mant, and Kids First is amazing. Zing!
Hey guys, this is Gerry O, and right now we are with Darshan, who plays Vivette in the movie. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's a wonderful day.
Absolutely, and it's my first Hollywood premiere, so I'm pretty excited.
How do you feel?
I feel wonderful, I feel great to be here.
A lot of lights in action, huh?
Yes, that's right.
So tell us a bit about your character.
Well, Vivek is the project manager of the contest that happens in India. J.B. Bernstein gets this brilliant idea of trying to find out two pitchers from a nation full of 1.2 billion crazy cricket lovers. So when he comes to India, he's on the go, he's hopping, and he wants to do things like yesterday, and he really wants to get on with it. He has got hold of a great idea and he wants to see it happen. But when he comes to India, he finds that India has its own way of dealing with things. India has its own pace, it has got its own speed of doing things. And Vivek is the project manager who kind of, clues him in about the Indian way of doing things, which will help him to achieve his goals faster.
It's a pretty important role.
Well, I would love to think so.
Hey guys, right now we're with Mark and Gordon. How are you guys doing?
I'm Mark Shardy, the producer of the film. These are my kids. Hayden, I'm Luke, and that's Gordon.
We're doing great. We're excited to be here.
Hezron, Emmy. Yeah, we're excited.
How are you guys doing? Good. Yeah, it's a really fun night.
Put those nuts down. No,
So-
we're all really excited about the film. I think families will really enjoy this. I think kids will love the film. The kids in the movie are really funny. The Indian kids. I think it'll be a lot of laughs for everybody.
So Mark, what do you think was the hardest challenge making this film?
Probably how hot it was in India. It got up to 126 degrees one day when we were shooting. It was really, really hot, really hot. And it added to the film, though. I think when you can kind of shoot under those conditions, everybody's sweaty and hot. It kind of shows in the film, and it was really, I think, added a lot of, really authentic moments.
Yeah, well, it's more realistic.
That's right. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite part?
I do. There's a scene when when JB thinks that he's failed the boys and they didn't do well on their tryout, and he comes home and he thinks that they've gone back to India, and then all of a sudden he goes out and he looks at a note that says, visit us in India, and he's like, what happened? They left it for India, and then you see the lights go on in the backyard and they've cooked this amazing Indian dinner for them, to thank him, even though they failed to thank him for doing all that for them and taking care of them, and then he tells them that he got another tryout. So really kind of fun, beautiful scene. What's your?
Well, guys, we are right now with JB, who's the actual agent who got the first Indian players. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. How are you doing tonight?
Really good. You made some pretty historical events, didn't you?
Well, Rinku and Dinesh did all the history. I'm just the agent, right? So, these guys did something that's never been done in the history of any sport, going from a position of never hearing of a sport to signing a pro contract in less than 10 months. Rinku won his first game within 13 months of picking up a baseball. It's really an amazing story. I hope people see that dreams are really possible if you work hard, and I hope kids like yourself see a guy like you out here hustling and realize that you can do your dream. Look at this guy. He's here as a reporter. This is amazing. Anyway, listen, I hope you really enjoy your night, and I can't tell you how proud I am to see someone like you out here doing this.
Well, guys, the event is over, and we had so much fun. We met a lot of cool people, and it was just a blast. If you want more information about Kids First, go to kidsfirst.org. And also, I've been your host, Gerry O. See you soon.